Welcome and thank you for joining us for the second half hour, The Factor Uncensored. According to a survey at the University of Houston, it rates what Houstonians feel about the city. According to that survey, 59% of Houstonians believe things in the city are heading in the wrong direction. But there were a lot of positives, like supporting Mayor John Whitmire. A majority of respondents rate the city's quality of life as good, and a high number rate city services as a plus. We're going over a few key area essentials to make the city we live in more lovable. We have locals here, people I say love the city of Houston, at least I think. We have with us Bevan Biggers, Rich Luss, Jermaniac, and Ben Daniel. And guys, we want to welcome you back to The Factor Uncensored, and welcome for the first time tonight, Bevan. So when you think about the city of Houston, there's so many things to love, right? What do you think about the city?
Okay, there's a lot of cons and there's a lot of pros, but let's focus on the pros first.
We're going to get to the list first, but just your thoughts about the city of Houston.
I love my city. I've lived in Jersey, I've lived in New York, I've bounced cities, but I love living in my city for a million reasons. The men are fine. Wait, are we doing the list yet?
No, not yet. Just hold on to it.
We'll get to that part in a second.
All right, Jermaniac, you know, a lot of people want to move to Houston. A lot of people come here for the weekends to party in Houston.
They want to move. They are moving.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Down. I feel like every week I see somebody new. I love it. I welcome everybody with arms, but they crowding us out, man. The highway's crazy. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of things I do love about the city. And then, like she said, it's a few things you can see kind of spiraling out of control as, like, people move in. Like, different random crimes and stuff like that starting to happen a lot more. And I'm just like, man, we love the city, so we want to keep on with our slab culture and eating good, blessing the belly, doing all that. But, you know, we're trying to keep it cool, too.
All right, Rich, your thoughts on Houston?
As the gayest thing in town, I want to say that the LGBT community, it's so much to do. On a Monday night, Tuesday night, there are shows, there are lounges and bars that you can go have fun. And that's what I love about Houston. It is the new LA, it is the new Atlanta, and it is the new New York.
All right. Rich, Daniel, let's hear from you.
I mean, honestly, I can only speak through the lens of an entertainer. And for me, Houston is one of the smartest cities to perform in. Like, the crowds are cultured, they understand jokes. They're also honest, man. This city is so honest. If you suck, they let you know. You go someplace super friendly like Dallas or Atlanta, they'll be, oh, good try, good try. People will make you cry in Houston and it makes you better.
A better artist.
A better artist.
All right, let's get to our list. Really quick, guys. Dating and sex life. Your thoughts on that? And it's right behind you. Dating and sex life. Bevan, let's start over with you now.
All right. Don't take this personal,
for the city of Houston, positive or negative?
I'm going to say positive. My pro for Houston is when I lived in other places as a black woman, I did not see a lot of black couples. And that's what I didn't notice until I moved somewhere else. When I came back to Houston, I'm like, wow, I see so many black couples. Now, I'm not against interracial relationships, but it was really comforting to be in my own city and see so many black marriages. Forget what you see online. I see a lot of black marriages, black couples, black families. So I love that. And there's a plethora of really fine men. Hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, we just have a good selection of men. Tall, short, big, skinny. Yeah.
All right, Ben, let's hear from you. What do you think about dating and sex life in the city of Houston?
I think this is a terrible city to be poor and dating in. It is not kind to the struggling entertainer. Like, the women in Houston expect more, and I don't have it to give to them. So, you know, I would like to move to maybe like an easier location, like Austin.
Austin, it costs more to live there.
Yeah, but the white women are so much more desperate.
All right, Rich, let's hear about it. Dating and sex life in Houston.
I can't get a text back to save my life. What am I doing wrong? But honestly, the amount of athletes that are in my DMs, I mean, Houston is the place to have fun. I wouldn't say it's the best place to get married and look for love, but definitely have fun.
All right, Jermaniac?
Through the nightlife lens, like my boy said, yeah, it's crazy. You see a lot of different stuff. I was young out here in the nightlife, so I feel like not much has changed. When you see all this stuff going on, it makes you just be like, yeah, y'all wrap it up and be safe out there. We need y'all to be safe.
All right, and Bevan, let's talk about nightlife now.
Oh, well, I'm not really in it. I was in it for like 15 years, so I'm kind of like, I've waned my way out of it. Nightlife.
Is it fun though, because you were part of industry as well? Is it different when you're working in the nightlife?
Well, I'm not going to talk about working. I'm going to say my experience in it now as a consumer. It's just like everybody's sitting down and they're tired and they're smoking hookah. I'm just not on their phone. Like, on my
Everybody
phone.
on the phone.
It's always like I'm on my phone. Now I'm gonna twerk, and I'm just like I want to sweat. I want to have fun. This is what I came out for. I want to interact with other people, and I feel like it's very segregated, and everybody's in their sections, and it's like an ego thing. It's not fun.
All right.
So
we'll continue this conversation after the break. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. We have our panel on tonight, and we're talking about the best and the worst of Houston, and we last left off of nightlife. So, Jermaniac.
Nightlife. Well, like I mentioned earlier, nightlife has got a lot more, like, I feel like in the younger crowds, rowdy and stuff, we got the internet. I feel old, but I'm 32. It wasn't as much going on. I remember Toke Bar, things like that, but we didn't have socials that was popping like that. The socials and stuff, all the meetups and stuff, it's a lot different. I don't know. I'm very, like, I like smaller crowds now. I'm one of them that just like to do that.
Surveillance all the time. Like I can't really just have fun because there's always a phone. I can't just do something silly.
The bigger my brand get, I'm like, oh look, what's going on?
I like that.
Yeah, and I'd like to be careful too. Me, you know, I like to make sure that at all times I'm watching. You know, I don't want to sit in the middle of the hookah lounge. Like, is my car getting broken into right now? Like, you know what I mean? God, I'm in the middle, God knows where. But yeah, you know, that's probably my main thing is safety. Other than that, I like to have a good time. I'm be the scene wherever I go. So you know.
All right, Rich, Ben.
Look, Houston is one of the top largest cities in the United States of America. And one thing I've noticed is when you hang out with 1 or 2, 3 people, and good people, you're going to have fun no matter where you go. Just bring good energy, whether it's a lounge or a bar, again, like I said earlier. But it's the vibe and energy of your little clique that you have. You're going to have a great time.
Ben?
For me, it's like, this is a 7-day-a-week city.
Oh, yes.
Like,
Yes.
Don't
Absolutely.
leave Houston on a
There's
Sunday.
comedy, there's something every single night. Some cities are just weekend cities where they're live.
Right.
Like, I sometimes do 20, 25 shows in a week, and that's not uncommon in our industry. Like, there's so many spots you can go just to see live entertainment in Houston. It's second to none to me.
And next on the list, Ben, would be right up your alley, entertainment and shopping, but entertainment. You said you can't afford to shop, but entertainment.
I can afford to shoplift. It gets you in the same place. I can tell you security at Ross is very slow.
Oh my God.
The entertainers in Houston, like a lot of establishments are booking talent to come in and selling out shows and bars, and that's what I like about it. I can get online and see, you know, one of my favorite performers coming to town.
Yeah, they coming through Houston for sure.
Yeah, it's a major stop. It is like
you got to.
Well, I've heard in the past where they jump over Houston. They go from Austin to Dallas.
A lot of artists do skip over Houston. I don't even know the answer for that. But I do know that we have great entertainment here. And there's a lot of DJs. DJs are being the focal point of parties and entertainment now. So I do like that. But me, since I've stopped nightlife, I do a lot more like kayaking and comedy shows. I love comedy shows. They're so fun. But yeah.
And Ben, one of the things that an entertainer I read said that why they don't come to Houston that often, we're last minute with buying our tickets. They like to see pre-sales.
Yeah, I do buy them
at the bell sales.
Yeah, I buy my last minute.
Like, you know the show I run. Like, every month we usually have about 12 pre-sales and about 150 the night of. It's just how people in this city operate. Like, some of them will show up eventually wherever you put stuff, but you can't really get them to commit.
You gotta put a speed thing on, like something limited.
Let me think about it. Let me think about it, Ben. I might come to your show.
Everybody in Houston is always completely willing to also just stay home.
That's me.
It's like an hour to get anywhere and you're still in Houston.
Fair.
Paying for parking.
No, if it's raining, we're staying home.
Paying for parking, $40
Nobody in the
parking.
city can drive in the rain.
No, seriously.
And Jermaine, you brought this up. Is this a negative about traffic?
Absolutely.
Traffic, yeah. Me, I don't concern myself with traffic because Houston is huge, like he was saying. So I'm gonna get to wherever I need to go. But yeah, a lot of people will say, "What, 45 minutes? Oh, that's across the country." I'm gonna
That's a deterrent for me. That's a deterrent for me.
But as far as entertainment, though, I love what the city is doing. I love how everybody's collabing. I love all of that piece of it when we talk about entertainment. I love how they're coming up with new concepts. A lot of restaurants, you know, even that I work with, are coming up with entertaining aspects of their restaurant. I like all that. So we just want to see where it goes in the next few years, and I think it'll be cool. Houston,
And what what has been surprising to me when it comes to entertainment, Houston still supports its local entertainers that may have national appeal, but they can just make a living and get rich right here in Houston.
Right here, 20 plus years. When you've been putting in work that long, and it's a part of our culture. When you think of slabs and screw music and stuff, some of our OGs, shout out to Slim, you know, Paul Wall, Kiki, they've been doing it 20 plus years. That's the soundtrack to a lot of the stuff until we come in and make a new sound or something that's like the youngsters of the YN, you know what I mean? But that's all it really is.
And Bevan, if there was a take it or leave it here in Houston, what would you leave?
Transportation is horrible. It's horrendous. We have like the least walkable. We're like the least walkable city in the United States. It is ridiculous that it takes something that's only 2 or 3 miles takes 30 minutes or 20 minutes to get to. That is crazy. So we need better engineers or something to create better bike lanes and better transportation, trains, buses, something, because we're getting such a huge influx of people and we can't even maintain it. There's literally an accident every day. Traffic is all day, and we're such a huge city. Something needs to be fixed. But other than that,
all right, guys, what would you leave here in Houston? What can we do better on from your perspective?
Every time I turn around, there's construction on 610. What is going on?
290 still construction.
What is going on,
Annie,
guys?
are you okay? Lord, I've cried one time in traffic because I was just like, I'm just trying to get to Walgreens. Dang.
I honestly wish our homeless people would be a little less aggressive when they're robbing you. Like, there used to be manners like back in the early 2000s. Like now it's just immediately you at gunpoint at a stoplight.
That wasn't a homeless person, it was me.
Well, we want to thank you guys for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored. We appreciate your time, and we'll be back after this. Stay with us.